we got some evidence to show that Obamacare has hurt one particular industry. That would be the restaurant industry. So come on in, Andy Puzder, Trump economic advisor and the CEO of CKE Restaurants. Now, Andy, I've got here, and I think I got the numbers from you actually, that 12 restaurant chains have gone bankrupt very recently, despite low gas prices, low food prices, and you say it's because of Obamacare? 12 chains bankrupt?
Yeah, it's 12 brands, 8 chains, but representing 12 brands that are pretty familiar names for people in the country. And the real concern here, of course, is that the restaurant industry is the canary in the coal mine for the rest of the economy, which Donald Trump obviously gets. We need to act fast on Obamacare. Here's why. We're down about 3% as an industry in transactions this year. That means that it'll be if this continues through December, it'll be the worst year since 2009 for the restaurant industry, which is leading to these bankruptcies. With gas prices down, as you mentioned, and food prices, people should have more disposable cash. So it was kind of a mystery. Why is this happening? Civic Science, which is a research organization, looked into it and found that 47% of people who had their premiums increased were eating at restaurants less, which was consistent with some research by the National Restaurant Association. But the interesting thing was, if your premiums went up, you were 30% more likely not to be going to restaurants than if your premiums hadn't gone up. Now, the real problem here is that's all based on the 2% premium increase from 2015, the 7% increase this year. This doesn't even contemplate the 25% increase for next year. So when I say the canary in the coal mine, this could have a huge economic impact on this country next year. And Trump's absolutely right. This thing needs to be repealed and replaced with something that makes economic sense, because Obamacare is the craziest thing in the world and does not make sense.
Now, I'm interested in the squeeze of the middle class, because clearly that has happened the last 4, 5, 6 years. The middle class is shrinking. Yes. There's a lot of paycheck-to-paycheck people in the middle class who, you know, they weren't like that always. Again, is this Obamacare? Is Obamacare a factor in the shrinking of the middle class?
Yeah, it certainly is, because the only way you can grow from the working class to the middle class, and the only way you can grow the middle class, is with economic growth. And obviously, Obamacare is retarding economic growth, as are tax policies that are designed to redistribute income, energy policies that are designed to solve the climate change problem rather than to create energy independence, or regulatory or approach to regulations that looks to grow the government rather than the economy. All of Hillary Clinton's plans and what Obama has been doing for the past 7, 8 years have driven down economic growth. Obamacare adds to that and is really taking disposable income away from people. If we don't do something about that very, very quickly, we're going to have a real problem, not only in the stock market, but more importantly for working and middle-class Americans, which are the people that Donald Trump is obviously out there trying to help.
Trump's got an issue, and I think he's using it. Andy Puzder, thanks for joining us, sir. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Stuart.